Hey friends, welcome back to day 25 of Love Series. If you have a block, grab it. If you don't have a block, you can grab a rolled up towel or a small foldable throw pillow. Reason being, we're gonna start out on our knees, but we're gonna stick the block, towel, or throw pillow right in between, keeping our legs about hip distance, feet flat on the mat, and you're gonna sit back on whatever object it is. So that way it takes pressure off of your ankles and your knees, and you're sitting up nice and tall. Let's close our eyes for a moment. Place your hands right on your thighs. Let's take a few breaths to become present on our mat. Deep breath in. Completely exhale. Deep breath in. Completely exhale. One more time. Letting go of everything else we have going on. Let's just focus on the next 30-35 minutes on our mat. You can slowly open your eyes, and we're going to bring our arms over our head as we breathe in. Hands come together, look up towards your hands, and exhale. Arms can come down slowly. Breathing in. Begin to look up at those hands and exhale. Arms come down. One more time. And arms can come down. Arms reach back up over our heads, and we're going to twist over to the right. Looking over the right shoulder. Left hand is on the outside of that right thigh. Take a breath. Arms reach over your head. Inhale. Twist over to the left. Exhale. Look over that left shoulder. Take one more breath. Let's warm up our wrists. Grab your right forefingers, pull them underneath that forearm, feeling that nice forearm stretch. And let's bring them over that forearm. Take a breath. Other side, left forefingers pull under that forearm. Take a breath. And over. Take a breath. Wrist circles. Other way. Open those hands really wide. Make a fist. Open those hands wide. Make a fist. One more time. Bring those arms out to the side like a T. And screw your light bulbs in. So I'm rotating my shoulders. And let's roll those shoulders. We want to warm up all of our most important joints. Even though, this might feel like, oh, well, this isn't a workout. Like, what is she doing? No, we're just warming up our joints. So when we do begin the workout, we don't hurt ourselves and our wrists aren't killing us the next day. Same with our shoulders and our backs. Let's come into tabletop. Knees come under your hips. Hands come under your shoulders. Make those fingers really wide. Feet are flat on the mat. Nice long spine. Neck is in line with the spine. Gaze is down. We're going to begin with a cat-cow. So we're going to open the chest, chin lifts, back arches. We're going to inhale. Exhale, round through that back, pushing through your knees and your hands, hollowing out that upper back. Come back through, open that chest. Inhale, exhale, round. And this time, we're going to do cat-cow circles. So I'm going to come through, arch, round, into cat. I'm going to come through to cow, and then I'm going to round into cat. See what I'm doing? Just warming up that spine, warming up those shoulders. And let's reverse. Make sure you're breathing. Let's go ahead and stretch that right leg out. Bring the ball of the foot to the mat. Push back with that heel. Should feel really good on that calf. Go ahead and lift that right leg. We're going to square the hips so we're not tipping. If you're tipping, that means your leg is too high. Keep it in line with your hip. Bend that knee. We're going to breathe in. Bring knee to nose. Exhale, straighten that leg. Breathe in. Knee to nose. Exhale, straighten that leg. So breathe in as your lungs are open. Exhale as you contract. One more time. Exhale. And leave that knee up. What we're going to do is just step that leg up. If you need to help it along at the ankle, go for it. We're going to come into kind of a low lunge here. You might want to inch back on that back leg just a little, just to feel a little bit more of a stretch. And then we're going to come right into runner's lunge. Take a few breaths. Again, I'm not sitting back. The higher up you are, the better. You can have a small bend in your knee. You get more of a stretch if your hands are closer to your foot than further back. Then we're going to begin to turn the back leg and come into gate pose. Flatten that foot. That long leg, you can have the foot pointed forward or towards the front, whatever's more comfortable for you. Hips square to the front, arms come out. We're going to breathe in, reach over to the left. Exhale, over to the right. Over to the left. Over to the right. One more time. Coming back through into tabletop. Knees under hips, hands under shoulders, nice and wide, nice long spine. Bringing the left foot out, ball of the foot, push back with that heel. Feel that nice stretch in the calf. And let's lift up with the left leg. You can bend that knee. We're going to take a deep breath in. Exhale, knee to nose, straighten that leg. Inhale, exhale, knee to nose, straighten that leg. Slow, controlled movements. Inhale, exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, exhale, knee to nose. Keep it there. We're going to step it up. Come into a little bit of a low lunge here. You can sink into that front hip. Take a breath. And then we're going to come right into our runner's lunge. Feeling that super deep stretch behind our leg. Take a breath. One more breath. We're going to slowly begin to walk our hands over, turning that bent leg, coming right into gate pose. Walk those hands up, Hips square to the front. Arms come out. Again, if it feels more comfortable to have your foot facing the front of the mat or the side, it just depends on your body. Find what feels more comfortable. Arms come out. We're going to stretch it over to the right. And then over to the left. Over to the right. Over to the left. Over to the right. Breathing. And to the left. We're going to bring our hands down to the mat and come right back into your tabletop. Curl those toes under. Slowly lift those hips, coming into your first downward dog. Pedal those feet. I'm just walking towards the front of my mat because I was a little bit further back. Pedal those feet out. Feel how tight the backs of those legs are. Even though we've been warming our legs up, nothing stretches the backs of those legs quite like pedaling your feet in downward dog, or even, in forward fold. Those are two of the best stretches for the backs of your legs. Also, when you're seated and we, lay our front body over our legs out long, that's a really good one. Go ahead and tip that tailbone up towards the sky. Sink those heels down to the mat as best as you can. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Like I said before, I'd rather you work on a straight spine in downward dog, lifting that tailbone towards the sky, than worrying about your heels touching the ground. That will come later. On our next breath in, we're going to bring that right leg high. Exhale, we're going to bring it through the center. Step it up. Turning on that back foot. Keeping that front leg bent. Walk those hands over to the left side of that foot. And we're going to slowly rise up into Warrior Two. Come into cactus arms. Bringing your shoulder blades together. Deep breath in. Exhale, we're going to tip it to the right. Come back through center. Tip to the left. Center. Keeping your core aware in this position. And breathing. One more on each side. And let's bring our hands to the inside of that foot. If that's too much, you can bring your forearm to your thigh, bringing that arm overhead. And breathe. Bringing both hands to the mat, coming into plank. Find your stance in your plank. Heels push back, pelvis tucked under, hollow out through that upper back. Hands are nice and wide. Take a breath. I'm going to slowly begin to turn on the outside of my left foot and on the inside of my right foot. And I'm going to open up into side plank. Take a breath. Come right back into your high plank. Take a breath. Begin to turn on the outside of your right foot and then the inside of your left foot. And open up into side plank. Take a breath. Come back to your high plank. And come right into downward dog. Breathing, pedaling, tipping that tailbone towards the sky. On your next breath in, left leg comes high. Three-legged dog. Exhale, bring that knee to your chest. Step it up. Turn on that back leg. Foot is facing the side of the mat now. Bringing both hands on the inside of that left foot. We're going to slowly begin to open up to our warrior two. Instead of warrior two arms, come into cactus arms, bringing those shoulder blades together. Take a breath. And let's tip it to the right, tip to the left, keeping that core aware. Breathing, never holding your breath. And again, you can place that forearm on that thigh, or bring the hand on the inside of the left foot, and then open it up, bringing that arm over ear. Take a breath. Wherever you are, both hands come on the inside of that foot, turn on the back foot. Now you're on the ball of the back foot. Frame the front foot, hands flat on the mat, slide that front leg back, coming into plank. Come right into your downward dog. Pedal it out. We're gonna slowly walk forward, rolling through those feet, warming those up too. Those are just as important as anything else. Coming into your first forward fold, letting the top half of you hang heavy, tightening the core, lifting tailbone towards the sky by bringing more weight into the balls of your feet than your heels. Take one more breath. Let's slowly begin to rise. Roll those shoulders open. Fix yourself. Pick any wedgies. Fix your clothes. I always thought that yoga instructors should keep a moment for fixing clothes. Everybody's clothes get, tucked in certain places. All right, let me stop talking. Coming to the front of your mat. Making sure left foot, all 5 toes are nice and spread. So we're suctioning that foot to the mat. Right knee lifts. Hands can be at your heart center. Finding your focus. We're gonna grab that big toe. And maybe you just stay here. You can hold on to a wall. You can hold on to the back of a chair. No shame in our game. If you want to take it one step further, take a deep breath in. Exhale, stretch it out to the right. You can also bring that arm out for counterbalance. And slowly begin to bring that leg in front, twisting your body open to the left. You can have a small bend in your knee. And slowly bring it in and release. Open those fingers. Wiggle those fingers. A couple wrist circles if you need it. And let's take it to the other side. So all 5 right toes I'm gonna lift, and then I'm gonna put them down one at a time so that they really spread out and suction on the mat. Standing up nice and tall, hands can come to your heart. Left knee lifts. I'm gonna grab the big toes, wrap my fingers around. Standing up tall. Maybe you're holding onto a wall or the back of a chair, or just practicing standing here, gaining balance. Let's take one deep breath in. Maybe you take it a step further. Exhale that leg out to the side. Bringing the right arm out for counterbalance. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, slowly begin to turn that leg to the front, twisting your body open to the right. Take a breath and bring it in. Wiggle those fingers. Feels like I have arthritis when I do that. When I have to hold my feet like that, it hurts my fingers. So we want to make sure we warm those fingers up, give them a little massage. Our fingers are very important too. They do everything for us every day. Give yourself a little hand massage. Even our hands are important. Without our hands, we would be limited, right? We have to be thankful for these parts of our body and treat them with kindness and love. Okay, let's breathe in, arms overhead. Exhale, swan dive it down. Forward fold. Halfway lift, nice long spine. Deep breath in. Exhale, forward fold. Hands come to the mat. Step it back into plank. Coming right into your downward dog. Walk it out. Breathe in, right leg comes high. Three-legged dog. Exhale, right knee to right elbow. Breathe in, three-legged dog. Exhale, twist it over to the left. Breathe in, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose. Step it up. Keeping that back leg lifted. Squeezing those inner thighs. We're going to breathe in. Lift it up, exhaling. Arms overhead, steeple grip. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, straighten that front leg. Breathe in, bend. Exhale, straighten. Breathe in to bend. Exhale, straighten. Breathe in to bend. Exhale, straighten. Arms can interlace behind your back. You can go ahead and lower down on that back foot. Heel, toe, that foot in. So your stance is closer now. I'd say about 2 feet apart. Hips are facing the front. You really want to suction those feet to the mat. We're going to take a deep breath in. Exhale, lead with your chest. Bring nose toward your knee. Those arms can fall towards the floor. Feeling that nice deep stretch in that front leg. Release those hands, frame that front foot. Coming into a standing split. Wrap the right hand around the right ankle. Take a breath. One more breath. And step it up. Forward fold. Slowly begin to rise, one vertebrae at a time. Head comes up last, arms overhead. Exhale, let's dive it right down. Halfway lift, long spine. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Hands come to the mat. Come right back to your plank. Come into your downward dog. Walk it out. Pedal it. Breathing. Tuck that tailbone towards the sky. On your next breath in, left leg comes high. Exhale, left knee to left elbow. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, left knee, twist over to the right. Back up for three-legged dog, inhale. Exhale, knee to nose. Step it up. Keeping that back leg lifted, squeezing those inner thighs. Breathing in, slowly lift. Exhale, arms overhead, steeple grip. Pointer fingers reaching the sky. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, straighten the front leg. Breathing in, bend that front leg. Exhale, straighten. One more time, bend it. Breathing in. Exhale, straighten. Interlace the hands behind the back. Lower down on that back leg. Heel, toe. That foot closer in. About 2 feet from the front. Really spreading out through those toes. Both feet face front. Hips face front. We're gonna lead with our chest. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, come forward. Knee towards your nose, towards your knee towards your nose, whatever. Hands can fall open towards the ground. And breathe. Slowly release those fingertips. Bring them right in front of that left front foot. We're going to come right into our standing split. Wrap that left hand around the left ankle. Take a breath. One more breath. And step it up. Slowly rise up one vertebrae at a time. Arms overhead, inhale. Exhale, hands to heart. Widen that stance, small turn out. So feet are almost as wide as the mat. Tucking that tailbone in. We're going to take a deep breath in. Exhale, slowly lower. Keep going. Coming into your squat. Elbows come on the inside of those thighs. Tailbone towards the ground, chest is open. Take a breath. One more breath. Maybe you begin to shift from one foot to the next, just opening those hips. And let's bring those hands, fingertips behind, and sit down. Feet are hip width apart. We're going to slowly lay back. Feet come close to our glutes. We're going to do bridge pose, but we're going to do it, we're going to turn it into abs, so core work. So I'm going to take a deep breath in, exhale, lift my hips. I'm not going to lower all the way. I'm going to keep my hips suspended and lift. And lower, lift, lower, lift, lower, lift. You get the drift. Keep going. And lower down. Bring your feet out a little bit wider. Interlace your hands behind your back, squeezing those shoulder blades together. Find like a place that's comfortable. So if your feet feel too far apart, bring them in. Or too far out, bring them in. See if you can lift that right leg. And lift, lower, lift, lower, lift, lower, lift, lower, lift, and bring it down. Let's take it to the other side. Left leg comes out. Breathing in. Exhale, lift, lower, lift, lower, lift, lower, lift, lower, bring it in. All right, good job. Let me scoot up a little bit. Coming on to forearms. Knees come up. My favorite kind of abs. Straighten that right leg. Exhale, lower it down, bring it in. Straighten that left leg, lower it down, bring it in. So you never touch the ground, you bring it to hip width, bring it in. Don't bring it in too far, just stop at your hip. Make sure you're breathing. From now we're going to bring our knees in. Deep breath in. Lower it down. Bring it in and out. In and out. Make sure you're breathing. Bring it in. Let's take it to the other side. Left leg comes up. Bring it out. Take a breath. Bring it in and out. In and out. In and out. In and out. Don't come up so high with that knee, so don't bring it in towards your chest. Stop at the hip. Lay back. Good morning stretch. You really don't feel those abs until you lay down and stretch out your core. Then you really, really feel it. Stretch those arms overhead, legs down by the bottom of your mat, like somebody's pulling you from your hands and your feet. And let's bring feet into butterfly pose. Get nice and cozy. Hands come into steeple grip. We're going to lift our upper back off the mat. Keep that neck nice and long. Don't scrunch it in. Keep your piece of fruit or your tennis ball, whatever, right there. And we're going to pulse it forward. Point it over to the right knee and pulse it forward. Come through center. Point it over to the left. Back through center. Bring those knees together. Give them a nice hug. Give yourself a little back massage. Open those knees wide, make a circle. Make a circle. Make a circle. Reverse it. And left leg comes out long. Right knee comes over to the left. Keeping both shoulder blades on the mat. Breathing. You can lift that left arm over your head if you like, for a little bit more of a stretch. Coming back through center, lower down. Bring that left knee in. We're going to twist it over to the right. Arms can come out. You can bring the right arm overhead for a little bit more of a stretch. Take a breath. One more breath. Coming back. Hugging those knees in. One last time. And let's come come right into our corpse pose. Legs come down. Hands down by your side, get nice and comfortable. Release any places that have tension, like your glutes, your shoulders, your neck, your jaw. Anywhere you feel tense, just try to release it. Sinking deeply into the mat, just letting yourself melt into the mat. Close your eyes. We're going to come into corpse pose for just a few moments. I know everybody's busy. They don't have time to just lay on their mat and breathe all day. So I only ask that you give it a try for a few seconds. That's all we do, and then it'll be over. And I promise this might just become your favorite part. All right, I'm going to stop talking now. Close your eyes, and I want you to take slow, steady breaths. I'll let you know when to open your eyes. Go ahead and wiggle your toes, wiggle your fingers. Bring your right arm overhead. Left foot bends in, foot flat on the mat. And we're going to slowly begin to turn to the right, bringing our left hand to catch us. You can bend both knees in now, coming into fetal position, using that right arm as a pillow. Just take a moment to breathe. One more breath. And let's slowly begin to come up to a seat. You can slowly open your eyes. I like to end each practice by sitting up on a block, but again, you do not need blocks for my practices. They do come in handy at any level of yoga that you're in. There's a misconception that blocks are for beginners, and that's just not true. Blocks are for any yogi. They can be used in millions of ways. So they're not just for beginners, so don't feel like, you know, you don't want them because then you'll feel like more of a beginner, because that's just not the case. I know many, many advanced yogi gurus who use blocks. They sure do. Let's sit up nice and tall. Wherever you are, you can just be in a comfortable seat. Hands can be in your lap or on your knees. You can also do a mudra. By the way, I spoke of this mudra before. By placing your thumb over the top of your ring finger on both hands, if you hold that for like 15 minutes, it's supposed to help and aid in weight loss. But I don't know, like, can you guys do that for 15 minutes? It's a long time. Anyways, I'm gonna stop talking now. We're gonna do, I always end my practices with 2 ohms. Just the vibration of the chant like really relaxes my body, so I hope it does the same for you. Let's close our eyes. Take a deep breath in. One more deep breath in. Give yourself a nice smile. Slowly open your eyes, hands to heart. Thank you guys so much for practicing with me today for day 25. Only 4 more days left of this practice, and then I move on to Miscellaneous March. Miscellaneous March is going to have a whole plethora of different yoga sequences, all different times, all different styles. Some will be a little bit more fast-paced for like calorie burn, fat burn. Some will be slower, like yoga for anxiety, sleepy yoga, yoga for meditation, that kind of thing. So, and then I'm going to also target like yoga for booty, yoga for legs, yoga for arms, yoga for core. So you'll have so many different options depending on whatever mood you're in for that day to choose from. And they'll be, I would say, between 10 minutes and 45 minutes. Like that's how much the time will range. Maybe even 10 minutes to 60 minutes, because my more intensive calorie burning sequences will be longer. So anyway, literally yoga for everything. Yoga for flexibility, yoga for balance, yoga for digestion. Like I've thought of 31 different sequences. So I can't wait, but all in good time. I'm really happy with how this love series has turned out, and I can't wait to finish it out with you guys strong. So thanks for being here. Love y'all. Bye.